Yes, sir.
All right, let's just remind everybody that all Township Council meetings with audio and videotape, they'll be shown on our Township of Ocean's Community Cable Channel, Channel 22 on Verizon Fios, Channel 77 on Cablevision. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Napolitani?
Here.
Councilmember Kaplan?
Here.
And Weinstein.
Here.
The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for this meeting have been satisfied, and a copy of an annual notice was sent to the Asbury Park Press and the Coaster, posted in Town Hall, and filed in the office of the municipal clerk on January 3rd, 2025. Let's start off with our township engineer for our projects.
Okay, hello everybody. The 23 road program, we are in the state with the final change order, and we also had the final assessments. Jesse and I did that Tuesday night with all the residents. I think it was 4 or 5 showed up.
Yeah.
It was pretty, they didn't understand how we calculated things, and once we explained it to them, everybody left. Not happy, but understanding.
And they did go down a few bucks.
Yes, and then the assessments actually went down from our estimates because the prices came in a little cheaper.
Oh, that's good.
So, but everybody was pretty happy with it. The 24 program, we received bids on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I think those.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and we're gonna try to award that at your Tuesday night meeting, that you have a council meeting there, because everything wasn't ready for tonight.
You mean for the 2024 plans, that's what you got the bids for?
Yes. The 25 program, we're in the middle surveying all the roads. Kepwell Park, we received our permit from JCP to cut the power off. We're just waiting for freehold soils, and then that building will be coming down, probably the next month or so. Fireman's Pond dredging, we started that, we went to lower the, raise the gate, the sluice gate, only to find out that it was broken. And then our public works guys didn't have the ability to do it, so we called the county, and the county came in and worked out, got the top half of the sluice gate off, and we found out that somebody cement blocked the wall behind the sluice gate. So there is no emergency overflow there. But they poked a hole and it's draining. The problem that I have is they didn't want to take out the bottom of half of the sluice gate because it's very difficult for them. But the choices were, they actually punched a hole in the top of where the sluice gate was. But that leaves 4 feet of water in the pond that isn't dewatering everything. So it's leaving the sediment very wet. So the choices are to dredge it wet, which we have nowhere to put it, so we'd have to sit in a pond and de-water for several weeks, if not longer. But I'm looking into a dewatering machine. They have those, they're pretty much standard in the wastewater industry, but they also have them for things like this. So I'm gonna compare that, the cost of what it's gonna cost us more money with the county if we have to deal with wet dredging versus renting this machine and processing the dirt and transporting it dry.
Who put the cement there?
Don't know, but it wasn't a nice thing. But that is the one concern I have, is we're gonna have to probably discuss how we wanna leave it. Because right now, we would probably just bolt the sluice gate back on, and there is no low flow there. So the next time somebody does this, they're gonna find out the same thing we did in 20 years.
Greg, what's, I think there's a little discrepancy on what the total cost is on just this one project, not all 3 of them.
The Fireman's Pond?
No, we fixed it all. That's,
We did get it fixed?
well, we were looking for that grant.
Right, yeah, we
That's
found the money.
That's the one that was in Sage.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, but I think the CFO had a number, and I thought it was higher than what we had estimated from when we were speaking.
Oh, I remember this was we were driving.
When we drove down
Yeah.
to make that visit.
I can't remember what
He
the number
came up with, I believe it was $1.8 million, but that pond is not $1.8 million.
No.
Not even close.
No, it was, that I think was.
County gave us a great deal on the trucking and the carting of the
Yeah,
of the
that was
spoils.
never that high, because we always knew this dirt was going to
Right.
leave compost. The $1.8 million was the one, his lollipop.
Oh, okay, all right. So now,
Because we have nowhere to put that treasure.
on this project, we've got the cost from the county and, whatever the stone was, and
Yeah,
I
right
mean-
now, I think our cost is, if the county was to do everything, they were at $132,000.
Right.
The stone is at $30,000.
right. And we need more stone though, right? Didn't we?
Depending on how this gets dewatered.
Okay.
So that's where we stand right now, we're at about $165,000.
Plus, engineering costs and everything
Yeah.
else, so
Yeah,
we're,
But maybe going forward.
but we're,
whatever
yeah,
this machine costs too, that's gonna
Right.
be added.
but we got $500,000 from the legislature, so we
I
should be
think
in
we're-
pretty good
Yeah.
shape for this
Really-
project.
Really good shape.
Okay. Perfect.
And I think the grants that we got for Lollipop cut the needs out of, at least half of that bill.
So obviously, we're trying to de-water, and it's gonna probably fill up pretty good come Sunday, Monday into Tuesday, right? With
No,
this,
you'd be surprised, even the rain we got yesterday, because we do have it, there's an outlet to where the level is, the water comes in slowly.
It'll go right out?
It goes right out.
Okay.
It's just, it's not dewatering the 4 feet that I need to get dewatered.
Okay.
It's essentially cleaning the water up to where the top surface of the pond is, the dirt.
So, the truck will, the de-watering machine will take care of that, but is there any fix that they're gonna take that cement out? Can they get it out or no?
Well, that's the way, they do not want to try to get it out.
Okay,
So that'd be the type of thing, we'd have to have somebody like a Jason Burke to come in and, they can definitely do that. Just go in there and muscle it out, boom, and hit it. But the problem is then we gotta fix what's there, because we would have to then put a new control valve on that.
so the question now, while we're there, do we do this since we might have a little extra money based upon the fact that the county did help us? Do we?
So you're where I'm
Or
at,
price
so
it
I
out.
wanna see where it all lands first.
Okay,
Yeah.
See what this machine costs and everything,
Yeah.
cause you're right, if we're there.
if we're there, we
We
might.
got it open.
At least see
Yeah.
what it costs to do
Might as
it.
well.
Like the tree trimming and everything else to make this thing look nice and, show people what we're doing,
And 20 years later, they won't have that problem.
Right.
Right.
Hopefully.
But let's see, man.
And there'll be another problem in 20, but we won't
Oh,
be here
yeah.
to even see it, so.
No, I
Not
think the
even-
thing we want to.
Right. Jesse might be gone by then, in 20 years.
You guys will.
I would agree with Dave. What we want to do is we're
Mommy.
gonna get the value of what it's gonna cost us to de-water with this machine.
Right,
And then we're gonna evaluate that, how much it would cost to
To
go
fix
and
it.
punch a hole down in the bottom of that thing, let it de-water naturally,
Right.
and put a new control valve in on front of the sluice gate.
right.
And that's just a matter of a screw valve, so it's not gonna be super expensive, but it is gonna cost money to go down and take that wall out. So we'll just evaluate the two, and then we decide whether we do for the future or we do for now. Because, right now, we're looking at just dewatering, leaving the valve the way it is.
Right.
With just a solid block wall.
Right. Now, will we ever need to have that fixed? I mean, I'm just trying to think ahead. I don't want to, again, I'm with
We should.
Dave.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It would be,
Oh, yeah.
it would make sense to do it now when we're there.
Yeah.
All right, so who are we getting? Are we getting prices from Burke on that?
I will. I haven't
Okay.
talked to him about it yet.
Perfect.
Because the lake's lower. If you,
Yep.
if you do it later, once
Do it now.
Once that
Costs
lowering
more.
permit expires, then you gotta go get another permit.
Do it now. I don't want to kick the can if we don't have
There
to.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get prices, and next month we should have a much better
Good.
idea where we're going.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, Lollipop, we're revising the plans for DEP, we're gonna be submitting those back in with that island. Terrace Pond, we're just waiting for things to wash out with funding. Snell's Pond is on hold. 1515 Logan, I've sent the stuff to Kevin regarding the conditions of, the things for the sale of this property. But we have to, I guess, the council has to kind of decide how you want to move forward with this. Do we want to advertise this? Do we want to get an auctioneer? I mean, there's all sorts of things been thrown around, but it's to the point where you guys got to decide which way you want to, maybe both ways, I don't know. I mean, but it has to, we're kind of on that spot now where to move it, you guys have to decide.
I mean, I don't have a problem doing the auction. I mean, I spoke to Garofalo about it. He did it down in Manchester multiple times. He was a strong proponent of it.
What's the benefit of an auction compared to?
I didn't think there was much, but from what Billy told me, he said that it's not like here, it opens it up to, auctioneers have the ability to pull in other people, and the buyer pays the big for whatever their commission is. I spoke with somebody with an auction piece recently within the last couple of weeks, and they got a higher dollar than they figured. I always thought people would bid lower because they got to pay the other 10 points, but apparently that's not the case. I was
Different
wrong.
audience,
Is this
maybe?
is this a real auction, or is it like he's just soliciting people to come in?
No,
and
they
make
do an
bids?
auction.
So it's a
They
real
do an
auction.
Oh, yeah.
It's that day.
We set an opening bid
And a
and
minimum bid.
Yeah, minimum bid.
Minimum bid.
go from there.
Does that hurt not having like somebody who's maybe more of a strategic buyer or something?
Well,
Like,
they
'cause
would
you're
be
getting-
invited to it too.
You get
We would
anybody
tell
to come in and
everybody
buy it.
locally, I mean, I would recommend we tell
Yeah.
everybody we know that's in
Right,
the area.
publicize it.
Because those guys know the area, but these guys coming from outside, they're for more money, like the mayor's saying.
Yeah, because you never know what you're gonna get. You never
This
know.
is for 6 lots.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's, those are the conditions we're gonna work out with Kevin, is I put down it has to be 6 lots, it can't be reconsolidated, and we're gonna tell him where all the permits are. One thing I want to talk to you about, I would recommend, I didn't get the soil erosion permit and the county permit yet, just because I didn't know how these guys wanted to move with what they, because some guys may come in and say, we're gonna buy it, build the first 2 houses on the corner, don't have to build the road yet, and then we'll go for all those other things. But I think, my suggestion at this point was, since we're gonna look at auctioning it, is let me file for the soil erosion permit and the county permit. Those will be in process, probably get them within 60 days, kind of coincide right when we get this auction in place.
Okay.
Do we have anybody who's been kicking the tires a little bit already for this piece of
They
property?
know it's out there. There's,
It's nothing
yeah.
wrong.
Nobody's
Yeah.
been real serious though, it's
No,
just,
no, 'cause-
hey, what's the story?
Early on it was, but then it took the EP forever to get, so people kind of went away. They're just waiting now.
Yeah, because I feel like the momentum has gone away a little bit,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah. 'Cause when we
So
first
what'll happen?
started it, everybody's like, oh, let's go.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people looking for property, because
Yeah.
the competition's pretty heavy to find
It's
something to do.
scarce, that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 6 lots, how much, is it half acre or something like that, or
I think they're 30,000, so they're like 3/4 of an acre.
3/4 of an acre? Quarters of an acre,
I think that
Nice
was-
size.
I'd have to double check that, but I think they were.
that's a big lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're nice lots, I mean, they're gonna be,
You can build big homes there.
I think they might come in a little harder than we thought.
Well, we could use the money.
Yeah. Okay, Larchwood Lighting, we heard back after 6 weeks, Dave actually heard back, he answered back to Dave. After waiting to get a price out of them, they recommend that I submit an application to the main office in Ohio to get the price.
It took
What-
6 weeks for them to tell you that?
Yeah. And they weren't even gonna, I've been asking them, they wouldn't answer me, and Dave actually
Right.
sent him a memo, and he answered him back same day, but, so that was kind of a kick in the teeth, it's wasted 6 weeks. And that, of course, is, just gonna back up Saxony, because we were gonna do Larchwood first. Larchwood was the easy one, it's just a replacement, where Saxony's gonna be new lights.
Right.
And we gotta put extra poles in. And we are getting, there's another person that, emailed the mayor and copied me. They were on, I forget the name, they want us to put lights, look at lights on there, so it's kinda.
Is that the one I forwarded you?
Yes, that's.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
already said
forwarded.
we
Yeah,
just got
I
that
spoke to him
today.
the other day,
Yeah.
yeah. So I decided to forward to you instead.
Yeah, it's gonna start catching momentum, I think,
Yeah.
when people see their streets are dark also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be important to get the price for that first one, to let everybody know this is what
This
costs
is
are
what
gonna
it
be.
costs, and that it needs to be paid for by,
Well, that's what I think you have to decide. I mean, I would recommend, if
Right.
you're gonna do this, and make an assessment district
I
out
was
of
just
it.
about to say the same thing.
Because it's no different than if a builder would have built and then put the lights in, it would have been part of their house.
right.
So I think that would probably be the best way to handle it.
And
But
then
I'm-
what happens? Sorry. Does everyone have to agree? in
Well,
that
that's what,
assessment
yeah, I
district?
guess you'd have like a
Yeah.
50% rule maybe, or whatever you
Right.
guys wanna decide. And you probably want the majority of people to
Yeah.
agree with it, because some people are gonna say, I don't want all that light in the front of my house.
Right.
Well, that's the irony, all of a sudden, we all want lighting, but then when it's in front of your house and it's beaming through your window
Yeah.
when you're trying to sleep, you're like, that was a bad idea,
Yeah.
you know?
And it's,
So-
and the problem is, the impact that's gonna be, it's like stadium effect. It's not, the light won't go through the window, but you can see the light.
Yeah.
So everybody's gonna think it's coming through the window, but it's gonna light the streets up, for no
Yeah.
question, so. And
Yeah.
it would be tough to kinda go down the street and put one here and not put one there,
Right.
because these people don't want it to be hodgepodge, it would be tough.
Some of the areas of town are dark, there's no
Yeah.
getting around it.
Well, that's really been the way things have been going the last 20 years, is that, the energy, green and all that, is the lights are only being put in at main intersections
Good way
where
to
the
say
road
it.
hits the county
Thanks.
road, and at intersections in the subdivisions.
Yeah.
We just had one on Park Avenue subdivision where we denied their lighting plan, because that's what they had. They had one out on Larchwood and one at the end of the cul-de-sac. And we denied that, knowing what's coming, and we made them put lights all the way down, so they've got a 2-foot candle light pattern through that whole street now, so that we don't go through this on that street next.
Right. We should probably develop some sort of uniform rule. This is how it's gonna go for
Well, I
every
think it already
area.
is in the ordinance, we just gotta inform the planning board we want to enforce it now.
Right. Okay.
Because it's, the lighting, because like I say, it's just been the way things have been going lately, but we want it to go the other way now,
Right.
for safety reasons, really.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And since it's all LED lighting, it saves the energy also,
Right.
so I think that's the way we should, but I'll send a memo to Colleen, tell her that's kind of what the
Okay.
mayor and council are looking for.
And whose job is it to determine when the lights are out? Is that PD? Do they drive around and report these things, or is it people reporting it?
Combo of everybody.
Mm-hmm. I mean, does
You know,
DPW drive around
Greg and their
looking?
inspectors are out there, but the thing is, not too many people out at nighttime.
Yeah,
it's, of
So
course.
it kind of, majority falls on PD, you know,
Yeah, I think
if they
the,
have the time to do it and things of that nature, but.
yeah, the way what I've done in the past, when I get a lot of complaints in the area, I ask the chief to have his nighttime guys ride the area and let me know
Yeah.
what the poll numbers are they're out, and then we put a memo into the guy at JCP and I'll get them fixed.
And residents can actually do it themselves.
Yes.
Right, it would be good to get that information
I actually got
out.
mine
I think
fixed in
it's
front
been
of
out
my
a couple of
house.
times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How though?
It came through Nixle one time.
When's the last time Nick
What's
was
that?
up before?
You can report to JCP&L.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you'd like
directly, yeah.
I would love to get that
You just go
out to
out to the pole,
residents.
get the number,
Yeah.
and go on the website.
This is how you do it.
And like 2 weeks later, they came and fixed.
Maybe the website, township website. I know this came from the
It
Nixle.
might be up there
Police
already, I'll
Department.
talk to Tracy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is, but let's
It
take,
might
let's,
be.
yeah, we'll take a look.
Maybe
But
we can
it's-
put it somewhere.
Or just tell
more
people,
prominent.
hey,
Yeah, post it
More
on
of an issue now
Facebook.
is it's getting darker earlier,
Sure.
and you're gonna have daylight savings, it's gonna
Yeah,
get darker a lot earlier,
exactly.
and suddenly
Halloween's
people
coming
notice
up.
Yeah, if you notice
Yeah.
something, it's an easy fix, here it is. You don't need to sit and wait for somebody else to do it.
It does work, by the way. I actually did it for my across the
Yeah.
street. They don't get there tomorrow, but they get there.
Right.
2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
they put
That's
it
not
on-
bad.
Yeah.
And they come like 4 o'clock in the morning. and
Come a
bang,
weird
bang,
time.
bang,
Right,
bang,
it's always 3 or 4 o'clock in the
Right, but
morning.
they fixed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
So Greg, on that,
Right.
on that one, do you want me to copy you on a thread? Do you want me to just get back to the guy and say somebody's looking into it? Like, what do you
Yeah,
think?
you just say we're looking into the
Okay.
lighting on the street, but it's gonna kind of, we'll give them the same thing. Our plan is we're doing Larchwood, Saxony, and then he would be the third road,
You want me to give him that?
Yeah, if you would. yeah,
Okay.
that'd be great. Just say we have a procedure, we're doing this one first, and we'll put you on the list and analyze.
Okay.
when we get that.
Okay, yep.
Okay, the next two things are the stream cleaning, we're gonna be starting in January, so we can skip those. Emergency work on Deal Road, we're having a problem getting the piping for that Sunset, where the barrels still are, just a little west of 35, on the south side of Sunset, in front of Burke's property. But as soon as it comes in, we'll get that in. Road openings for paved roads, we have 2 more on Chatham. One guy already did it and got caught, so he has to post.
He opened it up without
Yeah,
authorization. How do you open a road up without?
the gas company did it.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Get
it's
an
gas.
excavator and open the road.
Yeah.
Just really?
Yeah.
So now, what's our recourse as a
We're
town?
gonna- We're gonna make him pave the 200.
He's gonna do it. Yeah, good.
Curve to curve.
And we got another guy that wants to do it.
Can we, Scott? Can we look into some sort of, maybe an ordinance of like some other than just paving it, maybe a fine involved with it as well? I know we're getting, our road fixed, but honestly, I know it's expensive, but still, there should be a fine. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm quite
Who
sure-
opened the road up, him or the
Quite
gas
sure.
company?
Gas company.
Hmm?
Quite sure we could do that.
He asked the gas
Probably
company to
be a
do
limit,
it.
though.
Oh, it was 4.
If anybody's
It was
against
for
that,
him.
please speak.
So why is he
No, it's a
paying?
funny thing, like.
I think it's
should go ahead
comical.
and open
I think
pipes.
it's
He's the
comical.
problem.
Somebody went out with
He's
a
the one who needs it.
just tore up a road.
Oh, I see.
Because if we-
It's one
when we
thing
get the
taking
gas company,
trees
we just
down.
charge him
Right.
anyway, so we're just
But you're
gonna make
talking
him
digging
Oh,
up
I
a
see.
road.
And he knows that, he's fully aware of that.
He is?
I've talked to him.
Yeah, okay.
I'm curious.
He's just
to see.
hoping that we do this, because
Yeah, I gotta
what's
go there and
happened, the
check it
reason
out.
he's pushing this and willing to do it is because he's not getting a seal for his house.
Oh,
So that's the catch. If he got the CO, he'd say, I'm not paying that no matter what you do to me. So
Can you revoke a C about?
we are because of this, yes.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Oh well. Okey-doke.
So those 2 will get the bond estimates from them, and when those are all posted, you guys have to approve it, and then we'll let them go. Those, we may have a problem with the season, we probably won't let them pave until the spring at this point, because by the time they get it all done, so we'll probably let them put the connection in, but once we have the money, then we can do it in the springtime.
Just a question while we're talking about seasonality. What's the date or around what time of year are you done with the paving for the season? Because,
Normally, it's the end of November, but
Yeah.
it's a function of weather. I mean, if
Right.
we get a warm winter, like 5 years ago, we paved through the whole winter.
really?
And they didn't close the.
They didn't close the.
Really? They didn't
because
close it?
I don't think it got below 40
Wow.
in the daytime. That's-
okay.
We had no snow, it stayed
Yep.
warm. It got cold at night, but if you paved during the day when the sun's out, it's fine.
Really?
So
Okay.
the plants usually close sometime December.
Temperature of
But
plants, whatever they do.
Right,
Yeah.
right, okay.
I thought
See
they
how much we
automatically
could get
did. I didn't
done.
realize they would.
Yeah, it's nice
Stay
when they
open.
don't
They
because
wanna
then
make
we
money,
just
so-
can work
Keep going.
continuously.
Yeah, why not?
Especially
Okay.
the concrete work can definitely continue.
Right.
but
They are
the-
planning a Florida trip
Okay.
now.
Yeah, I thought they shut the
3
plant
months.
down for maintenance and stuff like that.
Mhm.
They'll keep it open if it's warm?
If it's warm and there's enough people, well,
Wow.
if it's warm, there's enough people that will pay.
Yeah, money will be made.
Okay.
And the light that deal in Poplar, this was a Rob question.
Oh, yeah.
It's missing the left turn lane, the left turn arrow going westbound on Deal onto Roller. So I'm in contact with the contractor.
What does missing mean?
The head was not changed to have a left turn arrow.
Like it's
just a
absent.
tree light. Oh, no, it's just, it has to be changed.
Has to be checked, okay.
And that one was not changed. The other ones were all changed, so
Oh.
those
Yeah.
left turn arrows are in for the other 3 directions.
Yeah,
And they left that one off for some reason.
nice.
So the first response was it wasn't required. It's like, no, it was required, so I'll talk to
So it's
Maurice.
being
about it.
reordered?
I have to talk to Maurice about it.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll work it out.
Okay.
It looked like they were hooked it up, right? It looks like it's ready to go.
Yeah, they're just, they're just blacked out. It's ready to go.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And the other one was Lotus, was that guy's email, Lotus Court, but the lighting and
Yeah.
Lotus paving.
Yeah,
The rating of that road is a 47, so that's, you're looking at 3 to 4 years out
okay.
before that gets paid.
Jeff said-
Sorry, Jeff, yeah. It's just that, you
Hey,
know,
good news, bad news, you're on the list. Bad news.
Yeah, not for a while.
Thanks.
But just to give you a reference, I mean, he's at rank 47, and the roads we're doing now are ranked at 15, 16 range. And we've got 4 pages of road before we can get to him.
That was the last email I sent you? That was it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Unless we somehow get magical revenue coming in
Yeah.
and we can expand the road
We're
program.
gonna revitalize Route 35, man. Come on.
We
Well,
need money, Jeff. We need
Dave,
money.
just so we can make sure that this is correct, because, well, I guess we'll discuss more, but I want to make sure that we increase that road program like we said we were supposed to this year.
Well, that's why I said it.
Yeah.
I said it jokingly, but you had said it all along, and Jeff and I just talked about it the other day. in my
I believe that
office,
was one of my things around this
Yeah.
time. I said, let's
Yep.
add it in and then add it in again next year because we're behind.
so- Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are the majority of our complaints for everybody in the room.
And we'll
Yep.
say we're catching up, though.
Yeah, no,
We are
I,
catching
Yeah.
up.
I think it's been great. It's, you know,
I got here
we're
almost 5 years ago, and we were,
yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're responsive too, and we're
it's
answering.
25, we're getting ready to start the 24 program, so we're getting there.
Yeah.
Well, when I say behind, I mean.
Yeah.
Catching up,
we-
yeah.
No,
We
I
were-
mean, we were
we
when I
were
first got
far
here, we were
behind.
like, what, 3,
Yeah,
4 years
3
behind?
behind.
Wow.
At least.
Well, yeah, we had probably 4 open at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah, but that was
But-
COVID.
But we
all
need,
that
we
stuff.
need additional funds
You know, and
infused,
actually, yeah.
because we're at the same levels that we were prior to everything going through the roof.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if we wanna stay, like, at least trying to catch up, because, you know, the way Greg explained it to me, we have a 25-year road program that now is, could be 50 years. And if we add the money and we can get caught up quicker, and I know my complaints have gone down a little bit. They're not as many, but, you know, we're still getting, you
That's
know.
people's biggest thing.
Yeah, the roads.
That's why we have to focus on revenue streams.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
just
a
so you
couple
know,
ideas.
yeah, the 25 program will go out a little sooner this year because we did get the TTF grant, but we did a combined grant with Deal
Okay.
for Roselle Avenue.
Yep.
I'm gonna run that project through Deal, so through the engineer both. I'll run it through them because. then
Let
we
them
don't-
pay all the engineering costs.
Well, no, we still, the costs are still the same, but what happens is, the DOT makes us include the TTF road in the road program. And this year, they didn't approve Poplar Avenue until the last week of September. So that's why the bids didn't go out until the first week of October. Getting the TTF thing out of there, I can bid these roads in May, and they'll be done before the summer. So that helps us all out for 25 to be done a lot sooner.
I have a question for you. Do you feel that the quality of the material that we're using now is good for 25 years? I feel as I walked around the town, roads that have been redone in the last 10, 15 years seem to starting to show some wear and tear. Like they're starting to get into some, and I'm just wondering, is the quality of the material the same? Is it better? Is it worse? It just depends on the weather.
Craig, you got any openings over there? New inspector.
I know, right?
Well, as I walk the town,
It's like, what?
You know, you are correct. The material that the state is specing and the plants that we are using is not of the same caliber of 10 to 15 years ago.
Wow.
It was a better material.
Well, look, honestly, is anything built the same the way that it was?
Yeah.
No, but
And
it
the-
does-
Throwaway
what's happened
TVs.
is what
But now
we've
what?
done to compensate for that. 15, like say 10 years ago and older, when we did a road program, we would mill out 1.5 inches and pave 1.5 inches, and that lasted 25 years. The material, when you use this material here, was lasting 10 to 12, starting to ravel a little bit in spots. Not the whole road, but in spots, mostly like the wheel tracks. So we've changed to 2-inch mill and pave, and that seems to have compensated pretty decently for it. It's a better wear and tear.
yeah, I mean, there's roads that I walk around, I'm like, this is a
Yeah.
pretty new road, you know, relatively new, and I'm like,
Yeah,
doesn't look
10,
that
12
good,
years old, yeah.
you know?
And just in general, the surface doesn't look as nice as the old style pavement. It was just a smoother, glassier look before.
Yeah.
This is more of almost an open graded look a little bit, a little rougher. But that's just the state spec, and that's what the plants are making.
Now you know.
Yeah. It's almost, I hate to say it, it's almost like they're creating a business because it doesn't last as
Right,
long.
right. It gives them more business in
It's
10
like the
years.
throwaway society, you know, it's
Yeah.
like, don't make it last forever, and you have to get a new one.
It's like iPhones.
Yeah,
Yes.
My 2-year-old refrigerator,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
little
can't,
gasket.
yeah. That's all I have.
Any questions?
No,
Keith?
good. Thank you.
Nope.
Fisher?
Any time frame on that new traffic light over by Cold Indian and
Still waiting.
Deal?
I don't have a time frame. I know this, it's all in the state's hands.
All right. You haven't
I
heard
know.
anything, Dave?
Oh, no, we were out with them the other day, was it
Monday.
Monday? And they're, you know, they're ready to go. There was some confusion on them getting our documents, but we sent it to them, waiting for them to send it back to us. So I think all of that has been unraveled, so it should start to move.
Okay.
Was there anything to share about what happened at the Monmouth on Sunset Avenue? Or is that not a thing to talk about yet? On Sunset?
What are you referring to?
Crosswalks and things like that. Is that,
Oh, no,
Oh.
that's different
that's
topic.
different
Yeah.
topic?
Different topic, yeah. Yeah, that's the Complete Streets, which
Yeah.
Tracy and I attended a Complete Streets webinar yesterday afternoon via Zoom.
And Dave, you did that
And
up
I-
in Roselle,
I did
right?
In Bradley Beach.
Bradley Beach.
Yeah, so much familiar. What our next step is to meet with that group and then go apply for a grant from the state, and it goes into sustainable Jersey points as well. And then what they come out and do is a walkable audit. In the meantime, we're gonna do what we can do immediately. So Greg's coming up with a plan. The chief's got his folks out there, and DPW is fixing things that can be fixed so that we can get things going immediately. But the long term is to get the complete streets and, you know, check it, you know, paint the bicycle lane, different color, and all that good stuff.
Do they audit the whole town or just that area?
Just that section, because you can't apply for the whole town. We could do section by section.
Section by section?
But that
Guess we'll
section
see how
is-
it goes.
That's a prime section because it has a school,
Right.
it has a business district,
Right.
so everything is there. So it's right for that type of grant.
Great.
Did you get a chance to check out the storm drains on West Park? That,
Yes, I did. The drains themselves are owned by the county. The pipes do go into the school property, and I talked to Public Works, we're gonna get those televised
okay.
to make sure, but the county said that the DPW guys said that the county is there on a regular basis cleaning those out, the sediment out of the inlets. But we're gonna TV those lines probably next week. if we
Okay.
can.
Is that something that can be dug out if it's, you know, is it a Board of Ed issue? They can,
Yeah, well, if it's, then we have a jet truck, we can
Yeah.
actually clean the lines out. That'll be the next thing we do.
Okay.
If we find them clogged, we'll jet them out.
yeah, okay, good.
Councilman Weinstein?
Nope, good.
Okay. Dave, you have report for here or enclosed?
Both. One quick one here.
Okay.
Already sent it out to you via email. That's the proposed ordinance that's gonna show up at next council meeting, where the chief was looking at, and I agree with him with the, to penalize the illegal sale of the cannabis and the and toxic hemp products. So that'll be back to you in the format. We're using the city of Elizabeth as a.
That's so we can
example.
take action on the places
It'll
that
be- yeah.
sell
Yeah.
Exactly.
the stuff that Stavola brought in that
Put a-
night. That
put a-
was
Put a stop to
the
the
night.
illegal stuff.
How come that doesn't come from the state? I guess, you know,
Yeah, it's
isn't that a
crazy that it's a
statewide
municipal
problem?
thing,
Like,
E-bike?
right?
I mean, why is it okay that I can go
Hey
buy?
Dave, you can write. Hey Dave, you
Because
can write
it's-
that
Oh,
legislation
yeah, all right,
too.
we're gonna write this one too.
There you go.
Because it's developing, they
Our
probably.
policy
had it
director.
wrong.
Right, we're gonna see some excited.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
He seems right. I don't like to do this often, but you seem right on this, which is like.
Jeff.
You
Giving
It warmed my
credit.
heart with that conversation.
they gave the ability to do it, but not the penalty to do it illegally.
Right.
Right. Seems
Yeah, I
that,
think
seems
it's
that
just
it should-
a
yeah.
it's a developing
Why
thing.
can't you go to Neptune and buy whatever and you can't, you know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll catch on. One of the other things too, now on a whole different quick topic, because I don't want to burn up the time here, but we all know the league's coming up. And I just checked the process, because I'm actually on the league's committee where we approve the resolutions that go through to change legislation. These are two resolutions that probably should go up, but I
Yeah.
found out that I can't do it. It has to come from an elected official.
Oh,
So let's
So
do
we
it.
could
So guide us. We'll.
Yeah, we'll do
that's
it.
what I'm saying. I think this is a great opportunity for e-bike and that one.
Yep.
You're doing an
Yeah.
e-bike thing, right?
Yes.
Dave, just guide us. We'll sign whatever you need.
Yeah.
You know, to
Okay.
get the stuff done.
All right, I'll go
our
back
next
to it
meeting is
because I was
November
like, oh.
13th, which is
For
right
sure.
before the league.
We have.
I hate the idea of the town smelling like,
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah,
or like,
well, just the
People
accidents
walking
and
around
safety
Yeah.
and
And
then
you
the
have
hazards. Well, this thing too is any kids can go in there and buy it. That's my
it's
concern.
disturbing.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to go into closed session. If we finish, we can come out. If there's any additional work session stuff, we can do it. So motion to go into closed session.
I'll move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Yeah, I need you.
You ready, Mayor?
Just want to remind everybody that all Township Council meetings will be audio and videotaped, and they'll be shown on the Township of Ocean's Community Cable Channel, Channel 22, on Verizon Fios and Channel 77 on Cablevision. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Napolitani?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Fisher?
Here.
Council members Kaplan?
Here.
Weinstein?
Here.
Can everyone please stand as we do a Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing as we do a silent prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. You may be seated. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for this meeting have been satisfied, and a copy of the annual notice was sent to the Asbury Park Press and the Coaster, posted in Town Hall and filed in the office of the municipal clerk on January 3rd, 2025. There are two emergency exits to my right that'll take you to the front of the building, and another one to my left that'll take you to the rear. Please make sure all your cell phones are turned off, and if you need to make a call, kindly step outside. Let's start down at the end with Deputy Mayor Dave Fisher for council comments.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to let the public know that the mayor and myself, with the traffic committee, took a ride around town on Monday with the police department, the state DOT director himself, our state senator, and our OEM chauffeur, Tom Ruth. Thank you for that. It was a very, very interesting ride around town. We went to all of the choke points, the parts of towns that really are challenging as the town continues to grow. But I think the biggest point, the takeaway from this entire experience is that we have the ear of the state DOT. And I think this is a good step forward. We can start, working, building, on this, but we understand that we have traffic issues, but now we've got the state involved, and there's some money that we're hopefully going to try to get. But I think it's a good first step, and I do want to thank the mayor for pushing that. That was a very, and of course our state senator, but I really believe that this is a really important for the future of Ocean Township.
I think we were extremely fortunate to get the commissioner to come down here and take a ride along, because they in Trenton really, when you got out there, and I have to really thank Todd Gregory, because he really explained it, every choke point, including the Asbury Circle, that honestly was designed very poorly for traffic flow. And I think Todd explained it very well to the commissioner, and again, we went there. We went to the next light. We went up to an idea of putting a light where Orchard Plaza is to open that up as well. So there's a lot of that's a lot of good stuff. So totally appreciate Senator Gopal for setting that up for us along with the Assemblywomen. So thanks for coming along, Dave. Anything else?
Yeah, just one last thing. Recently, a township resident, Jules Resnick, passed away. And Jules was one of our last World War II veterans. And if anybody knew Jules, he was a very interesting guy. He could tell you stories forever. But I really believe that a jewel of Ocean Township passed away. So condolences to the Resnick family. And you will be missed, Jules. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Councilwoman Kaplan.
Two things. First of all, I just want to thank our rec department and everybody that helped with Fall Fest this past weekend. It was really a nice event to be at and to see all of our residents who attended. It was a great event, and I look forward to it again next year. The second thing is, and I just thought of this, we talked about it a bit at the upstairs meeting, but we are going to publicize if you have a broken light in your town, how residents can go about contacting JCP&L to get them fixed. So be on the lookout for that, possibly on our website. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Councilman Weinstein.
Thanks, Mayor. I have a few things. First, I wanted to just piggyback off of Gita on the Fall Fest. Part of Fall Fest this year was also Green Fest, and Green Fest was something that we missed out on in April, and the Green team kind of put this whole thing together, and there was a nice little section around everything that you wanted to know about green, and so it was a great exhibition. I think we're going to be looking to see about doing that in the future. On the 16th, we had our first meeting in September 16th, around our community forestry management plan, which was led by Ted from Sterling Consultants. So we had roughly about 25 people from different groups across the town, residents and people on commissions and different organizations within the town on coming up with our forestry plan. So that was good. On the economic development side, we've had a lot of good conversations around efforts we have around Route 35. I've had conversations with Dave Brown about some of the next steps we want to take. I had some conversations with Tom Arnone, and we're kind of putting some plans together on what some of the next steps are to figure out actions that we should take. I'm working with the Greater Ocean Chamber of Commerce for this October for us to have a workshop for artificial intelligence for small businesses and how AI can help small businesses be productive. So we're going to be working on that. So I'm working with Regina from their organization. And the last part is on 10/19, inside at Wall Township, Tunnel to Towers is having a run and a walk, a 5-mile run and a 5-mile walk. And I'm going to be running. So if anybody wants to run with me, my wife's going to be walking. If anybody wants to walk with her. Truth be told, if she's really walking fast, sometimes she can run faster than me. So, but it should be a nice day. It's on the 19th in Wall Township. And I think if you go to my Facebook page, you can see that invitation. Thanks, Mayor.
Great, thank you. Dave Brown.
Mayor, very quickly but not lightly, I just want to congratulate Mike Patrico on attaining the title of Assistant Director of the Department of Public Works. It's well deserved. I truly believe this young man is going to be one of our rising stars here in the Township of Ocean, and he's definitely the future. And just want to congratulate Mike. And if anybody sees Mike along the way, just pat him on the back and give him a congratulations. Thank you.
Nice, very nice.
Thank you, Dave. Congratulations to Mike. Great job. Definitely a major asset to the community and what he's done with recreation. So I think he's got real good future ahead. I just want to remind everybody that the Mayor's annual charity golf tournament will be held on October 27th at Deal Golf and Country Club. There are still foursomes available. Please contact myself or the Women's Club. That's what the money will be going for. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered routine by the Township Council and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired on any item, that item will be considered separately. The purpose of the public portion is to solely ask questions to understand resolutions that appear on the agenda and is not an occasion for a public hearing on an ordinance. All questions not related to an item on the agenda should be asked during the public comments portion at the conclusion of the meeting. Are there any questions from the public? Please stand up, state your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second,
I'll second.
roll call.
Oh, I'm all confused.
That would
Fisher?
be you.
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. Individual action vouchers in the amount of $11,481,905.86. Someone please offer.
I'll offer that.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. We have two ordinances up for adoption. We have an ordinance amending Chapter 3 of the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of Ocean 1965 entitled General Police Regulations to create a new Section 3-2 to be entitled Peace and Good Order. Can someone please open public discussion on Ordinance 2519?
I'll move to open public discussion on ordinance 2519.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. Since there is no questions, anyone wishing to be heard? Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public comment on Ordinance 2519?
I'll move to close public comment on ordinance 2519.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. Action on Ordinance 2519.
I'll move to adopt ordinance 2519 and publish according to law.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. That ordinance passes. Ordinance 2520, which is an ordinance authorizing the acceptance of a public roadway known as Bentley Lane. Someone please open public discussion on Ordinance 2520.
I'll move to open public discussion on ordinance 2520.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. Anyone wishing to be heard on Ordinance 2520, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public discussion on Ordinance 2520?
I'll move to close public discussion on ordinance 2520.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. Action on Ordinance 2520.
I'll move to adopt ordinance 2520 and publish according to law.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. That ordinance also passes. Introductions to Ordinance 2521, which is an ordinance amending and supplementing Ordinance 2343, entitled An Ordinance Amending the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of Ocean 1965 relating to personnel policies, practices, and procedures, Article 10, Equipment and Supplies, Section X-7, Cell Phone Policy. Someone please introduce Ordinance 2521.
I move to introduce ordinance 2521.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. That ordinance will have its hearing on November 13th. We will open it up for public comment. Anyone wishing to be heard, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close the meeting?
I'll move to close the meeting.
Second,
I'll second.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Weinstein?
Yes.
Napolitani?
Yes. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you everyone for attending tonight.